Hello everyone, this is Daniel Vente again, here to do my uh, commemorative speech, my speech, sorry about that. But before I do start, I would like to I'd like to begin with a proverb that I found, which resembles who I'm going to talk about perfectly. So it goes like this: If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a month, get married. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help somebody else. And the reason why I chose that proverb to start was because the person I'm going to talk about, her name is Irina Sendler. And a lot of people, or you guys may not know who that is, because she wasn't talked about very much throughout history, but during World War II, she was a person who willingly put her life at risk just to help other people. And she was born on the 15th of February 1910 in a town called Otwick in Poland. And her father, who was a very famous physician at the time in that city, excuse me, treated patients who had typhus. And typhus was the common disease that was going around there. Unfortunately, he also acquired the disease while trying to treat these people and died. But you can tell that a lot of her father's traits of wanting to help people were passed down to her, and it showed throughout her whole life. But before Irina started helping people in World War II, she attended the University of Poland, the University of Warsaw, where she studied Polish literature, and even joined a Polish Socialist Party. And this Socialist Party believed in equal rights for people, equal pay, 8-hour work week, freedom of religion. So everything that she believed in was part of this Socialist Party, and she ended up actually getting kicked out of school for being in that party and for also opposing the ghetto branch system. That was very common within that area in Poland. And once she got kicked out of school, she decided to move to Warsaw. And this was right before the outbreak of World War II, where she got a job at a social welfare department. And at the social welfare department, her and her coworkers aided more than 3,000 people with false documents, or more than 3,000 Jews with false documents. So if German soldiers ever interrogated them, they could get away and their cover wouldn't be blown. And in August 1943, she was actually nominated by this underground, by this underground socialist group that she was a part of called the Zagoda, and she became head of the Jewish children's section of that organization. And since she was an employee at the social welfare office, she was able to enter these Warsaw ghettos through German permission to check for typhus, just like her father. And she was sent there just to see if the disease had been spreading and growing. But while she was doing that, she would help kids escape the Warsaw ghetto. And what she would do is she would smuggle them with either like ambulances, cars. She even put them in suitcases and even packages to hide. And those kids who did escape, they were given fake Christian names and also or they were taught fake prayers too, just to further solidify their cover. Ariana kept a log of all these people, or of all the children that she saved. She kept them in a jar. And unfortunately, after rescuing nearly 2,500 Jewish children and 400 of those children, actually, she smuggled herself. She was captured by the Gestapo and she was severely tortured, which is very horrible. But luckily, the underground organization, the Zagada, that she was a part of, they ended up bribing these German soldiers to release her, and they did. Excuse me. And you would think that after going through so much torture and after going through so much pain of trying to help other people that you would just give up, like, okay, I'm done. But no, she actually went right back then, like, as soon as she felt better and tried to save more people. And I think Ariana is the perfect example for anyone that just wants to help humanity and see it grow. And she is the epitome of why you should help someone. Whenever you see someone suffering, you should definitely give out a hand, even if that means, maybe possibly putting your life at risk. It's almost for like the better cause. So she helped so many people. Uh, well, she tried to help people. She tried to help Jewish people get reunited with their families, like the children. But unfortunately, most of the children that she did save, their parents had died within the concentration camps or within the Warsaw ghettos, which is very unfortunate. But it's because of people like Ariana that humanity still has a chance and there's still hope in this world. She definitely helped pull people out of their darkest days, and she was definitely the light at everyone's tunnel at the time. So this is just like Ariana's one of many unsung heroes that were pretty big idols to people during World War II when all hope was lost. So that is my speech. Hope you guys like it, and I can't wait to hear yours.